Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is February 10th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I am not a financial advisor, so you still need to do your own research and make your own decisions. Okay, Tesla is having a little bit of a down day today, so we are down $27.35. That's 2.93%. We closed at 904.65. And post-market, we are down $1.49, 903.16. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. We were going well. We were going well, climbing up, making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And now we have stopped. So now we are still going sideways. We were going sideways for a little bit more than a week, but there was this sub-trend that was bullish. And now that sub-trend has disappeared. So now we are back to just a congestion zone. And look at how we tried to break 940 today. We broke it during the day, but then came way back down and almost reached our support at 894. And yeah, there's a couple of reasons for that. I don't like to dig too much in the reasons and use reasons to invest because we can go wrong with looking at the reasons, and it's hard to go wrong looking at the actual price. Something that happened today was that the inflation reached 40-year high, 7.5%. Inflation is scaring a lot of people, so I think that this is having an impact. And I was listening to some guy, and I'm not very good at fundamental analysis, so I'm still learning about that. But I was listening to a market specialist, and this guy was saying that inflation should not impact stocks that have pricing power. Like Apple has pricing power. They can price things pretty high and people are still going to buy them. And I think Tesla is also in that category because they sell everything that they can produce. So there's a lot of demand. And even if Tesla has to increase its prices because of inflation a little bit, I think Tesla is still going to be okay. But still, there's this impact that can happen. Also, what happened today is that the government bond yield increased. So usually when you have high bond interest rates, it's less enticing for people to invest in the stock market because the stock market is risky. And investing in bonds is supposed to be less risky. The higher the bond yields, the more the money is going to go to the bonds. So the 10-year treasury, look at how fast it increased. It has been increasing for a while. But what is especially interesting is that how high it went today. And the same thing for the 2-year yield. This is a big candle. So I think it scared a little bit the stock market. And if we look at the VIX, VIX is showing the volatility basically of the stock market. So when the VIX is going up, the markets tend to go down. And when the VIX is going down, then the markets tend to stabilize and people are less afraid of going into stocks. So we see that the fear has just spiked a lot. Let's look at Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, we had the stochastic at over 60 yesterday. So it looked like we were going to move ahead. It was the start of a bull trend. We are still in that bull trend because we broke this resistance right here. We are still above support. We are still above 60 in the stochastic. MACD is still crossed over, blah, blah, blah. But there's a definite weakening today. We have not broken support, but something happened today. So what happened today really shook the market a little bit. Same thing with Standards and Poor's. Yesterday, we had broken outside of this resistance. It did not last more than 1 day. NASDAQ Composite, so we were above 14,271 with a nice gap up even. And we had the stochastic at 62, and now we have a little bit of a reversal. And for NASDAQ 100, the same thing here. So we had reached above this support right here. Stochastic was not yet at 60, and now we have this move back down. we need to understand all that and just see what is going to impact Tesla. So Tesla is still in this congestion zone. So far, we should not panic. If you want to buy a little put to protect yourself, and those covered calls that I talked about this week are looking even better, because right now the chances that the stock is going to go higher has decreased a little bit today. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. So 1 hour chart, so 9:30, nice big move at 9:30. Nice big move, close to 9:40, crossed it, but then we're squished down during the second hour. Third hour, we maintain ourselves. Stochastic was at 74, then boom, red candle at 12:30, red candle, stochastic. We lost stochastic at that point, and then we just came down. And I like to see this little bit of a hammer here, longer wick at the bottom, showing that the stock price came down, but then was pushed back up by the buyers. So there were buyers here that saved the day, and they saved the day right here. They saved the day right here. They saved the day here. So far, we still have buyers that come in and are willing to purchase Tesla when it comes down to 894, even 879. So we need those buyers to keep the stock up. So this is what a support line means. A support line means that we can notice that when the stock comes at this price, there are people that want to jump in, even though the market as a whole might not be looking good, they still want to jump back in. And this is what is important. Are people willing to buy the stock and move the stock price up? If we don't have enough of those people, then this is when the stock is coming back down. Let's just watch this very closely. You can watch it on the 1 hour chart. If you start seeing that the stock price is starting to break 894 and 879, start looking at it from the 1 hour chart just to be able to act quickly if you see that we break 879. On the daily chart, let's look at our indicators. So stochastic, which was climbing, it was nowhere near 60. This is why we did not have a break of 940 here. So this was climbing and now it's coming down a little bit. MACD did not cross back over bearish, so it's still okay with this one bad day. So let's see what is happening tomorrow. One candle does not define a trend. One candle does not define a trend. We need several candles to have a trend. So this is a bad candle today, but let's see what's happening tomorrow. And RSI still under 50 and DMI is still bearish. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. You can become a YouTube member if you like what I do. You can also click on my TradingView affiliate link if you want to use this tool and save some money. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.